major roster swaps. They definitely are a top tier team. I think it just comes down to the caliber when you put them against Toronto, who's one of the top 5 teams, I would say, in the CCL. Are they in that category? And beyond that, is there a potential for them to make beyond just a regular playoff run? Is there potential for a championship run? They would have to beat Toronto here for us, I think, to say, yes, they absolutely could. We've seen them come up against a couple of teams that have been good, but I would say that I don't think we've seen them play on stream against a team quite at the level, like you mentioned, of Toronto. So this is one of the biggest tests as far as how high can those hands reach over at Humber College.
Yeah, not only is this a test of their skill, but they're also playing for something a little bit of value to them. If they are able to take the victory over Toronto, they will secure themselves the 2nd seed in the Northeast, bypassing the entirety of the play-in for them and giving themselves enough response. Now, given that there's about 50 seconds left on the hill, this will be big time if they're able to do it. But GoTunes finds a massive 3-piece to make sure they hold on to the time just for the moment.
8 straight, by the way. Both streaks are ready to go as well. 8-1 overall for him. Absolutely leading the charge. Push point at 5-2. Also doing a lot of work, but even Nakama holding on to the point. It's everybody producing, and that's my biggest kind of impressive factor for Humber, is that everybody comes to play and everybody puts out big numbers typically. So Toronto.
Yeah, and look at where those players for Humber are spawning. They're spawning out old. That's good, but GoTunes finds 3 with the Hellstorm. That's a big break right there. And Toronto looked like they had the kills on rotation, but those giving up those streaks so early to GoTunes coming back to bite them.
And that streak was absolutely perfectly timed as well, with the respawn of his team able to just follow up right behind to clean up a couple more kills. Play happens. Stevie shuts him down. Millsy not quite able to get back into the map in time, and Humber will take the first map, and I would say that was more than convincing. 250 to 160. Are ready to go with the search and destroy here on Frequent. That first kill a little bit faster, but tough situation regardless when you're picking and choosing who to shoot against. Here is this opening from Stevie as he was able to find 3 actually in total before getting cut down by a teammate. Job. Another team kill coming up, probably the 3rd or 4th we saw from Toronto, and Humber will finish up the scraps. They're now up 2 maps to 0, 6-3 the score. Would you say that Humber has been the most impressive team to you so far in the CCL, or do you still consider Emerald to be the top runner?
I think I got to go with Humber, especially the way they're playing against a team of top caliber like Toronto. The fact that they were able to not only beat them by 100 points, but beat them, you know, pretty convincingly with the search and destroy, that's impressive. Humber versus Toronto. Who's the better Canadian squad? We're going to find out right now.
B, you lose the first push, you lightning strike it, it's all back to neutral. Toronto finds 0 progress anywhere. Humber is about ready to 3-0. They still have a Hellstorm available, if I'm not mistaken. You did call the Tempest properly. That was used and did not find anything. An immediate shutdown from Toronto, but again, the deck is vastly stacked against them at the moment. This is the definition of a magician's deck at the moment for Humber, as they can do whatever they seem to want. But this is a tall ask, and Stevie will clean up everything left. A swift 3-0 for Humber. This is a championship team, period.